Hello everyone, welcome to scrapbook process number 101. This is a really simple and quick little layout I did a few days ago when I just felt like creating with this collection, which is the Simple Stories Bliss collection that came out around this time last year. Maybe it was more March, April, I don't remember. But yeah, I just felt like creating and just sat down for about 40 minutes or so and just kind of threw this one together. The picture was one that I was intending to put in my journal, but it just ended up that it matched the sort of idea that I had in my head for creating. So yes, I'm just starting off. I haven't pre-gessoed the page or anything because I'm only doing really basic simple mixed media. I'm using Nouveau embellishment mousse in I think it's called Lilac Lavender, and this stencil here, which is from AB Studio via Thompson's Craft Supplies, which is this really pretty sort of lacy damask. I love it. It gives this really pretty shabby chic vintage vibe, and yeah, really pretty and matches really nicely with that particular colour of embellishment mousse. So yes, the photo, again, it's really simple, was just something I intended to whap in the journal. It's just a picture of some flowers that my dad bought me. He often buys, when I have, as some of you may know, I have a chronic illness, and sometimes when I have a flare-up, he often buys me flowers to put in my room, so I've got, you know, something happy and nice to look at when I'm feeling completely and utterly awful. So while I waited for that embellishment mousse to dry, I'm just doing ye old trick of washi taping and punching some heart shapes. And I just showed you there how I massively injured myself. Like, I managed to trap some skin in like the mechanism of the punch, not even some skin, like flesh, you know, the squodgy bit directly underneath your fingers. Oh, it hurts so much. You know, when you just, like, something like that happens and you cease to exist for a couple of seconds and nothing makes sense and you just, ouch. Anyways, you could even see just then on the video, like, it had gone all white and weird. And anyways, I thought I would keep that in the video, because if any of you have done that before and may have felt silly, then I'm just showing it happens to all of us. Oh my goodness, did it hurt. Anyways, I had some lovely washi taped punched out hearts to use. Anyways, with the embellishment mousse dry, I'm taking the Nouveau glue pen and just adding it to, like, some, not the whole edge of the layout, just little bits of it, letting that go tacky, and then adding the Nouveau gilding flakes just to add just like a lovely hint of gold around some of the edges of the layout, and it adds to that vintagey shabby chicy vibe that I'm going for. So yes, I always make a mess with these things. I don't think there is a way to not make a mess with these things. Also, top tip, don't breathe when you're using these. You just have to hold your breath, or like breathe elsewhere, because tiniest little gust of breath and they go everywhere. So I mean, there's so many things that annoy me about gilding flakes, but I still love using them because they're so pretty. Anyways, I'm going to back my photo partly with a paper from this collection. You know what, I really don't have many papers from this collection at all. Like, I think I have 1 or 2 left that I can actually use as backgrounds now, I think. Anyways, but I'm also backing it with some of the Dovecraft mirror card, the gold one, because I had the gold around the edges. I needed to bring in some more gold as well to that. Here I'm going through embellishments and stickers and stuff using the old skull tray. I love my skull tray because it's so flat and wide and, well, big. Anyways, you can really, like, put out the embellishments to get a good look. I used to use really little trays, but having the bigger one just makes life so much easier. Anyways, using a little tag there, obviously putting twine in it because it's illegal not to put twine in a tag, and just tucking bits and pieces under there. I did just chop down that little ephemera piece because it was all going to be hidden behind the photo anyway, so I could use it for something else. And then at this stage I was like, I'm not 100% happy with how things are looking. Like, it's just a bit simple and bland or something. So what I did is I had a load of scraps of just simple white tulle on my desk from a previous project. I thought, if I just put these underneath the photo, then it's just going to add another layer of something, a bit more dimension, a bit more texture, and also the tulle goes really nicely against that damasky lacy stencil as well. So I just kind of splodged glue down and then put the tulle down there as well. That evil hand-injuring heart punch is just holding it down, because for some reason that top corner of the photo kept popping up. That little banner thing that says enjoy the little things, that was cut from one of the sort of 3x4 cut aparts from this collection. Just going to use that as my title, enjoy the little things. I'm sure I've done at least 4 scrapbook layouts now that have that same title, but you know what, it's something that's important to me to enjoy the little things. Like, other fellow spoonies, chronic illness people out there will probably like understand what I'm talking about here, but sometimes when you have an illness that sort of means your life isn't necessarily as exciting as other people's, you do have to take pleasure in those little things like a pretty bunch of flowers. So yes, I've put that down. There's another, what does that sticker say? I can't see it on my screen. There's a clear sticker on top of the photos, something like love moments, like, you can probably see it right now, I just can't. And then I've put my hearts, as you saw, just like in those two corners. And then on top of the hearts, I'm adding little phrases from the collection. Again, I can't see what those say right now, but just lots of lovely, positive, encouraging kind of things. Things like, you know, when it rains, look for rainbows, which is kind of a metaphorical way of looking at the flowers in this particular context kind of thing. Adding a few more little embellishments here and there, just some butterfly stickers and stuff like that. Adding a tiny bit of journaling to this top corner just to explain what the picture is, just what I said to you guys earlier about where the flowers came from and that kind of thing. As some of my regular viewers will know, I don't tend to add a lot of journaling to my layouts, but if it's a picture like this that doesn't really have any explanation about what it is, especially if there's no people in the picture, I do add just like a couple of lines to explain what the heck is going on. And so here I'm going to finish off with some gold Heidi Swap Colour Shine and then some Nouveau drops. I know I do this to like all of my layouts, but it's an aesthetic that I love, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The Nouveau drops, by the way, are the vintage drops in Earl Grey, and those are the ones that dry really matte. It's just something a bit different to contrast against all that really, really shiny gold. But with that, just a couple up the top right here around the hearts, I believe this layout is done. So yeah, a really, really quick one for me. Usually I take ages to do layouts and think about things for ages and ages and ages, but this one just came together, yeah, quite quickly. So hopefully you will see some close-ups right about now. As I said, the collection came out a good year or so ago, so I won't be able to find too many links, but I'll find whatever I can. Plus as well, you know, like the Nouveau embellishment moves and drops and whatnot. Tomorrow I will have a layout up, a mixed media one, which is just like the polar opposite of this one in colour and style and everything. So yeah, look out for that one as well. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. Please leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and yeah, okay, going. Thanks again. Bye bye.